Get ready to brace yourself as we dive into the bone-chilling world of the NHL's most gruesome injuries. From jaw-dropping hits to bone-crushing collisions, we'll take you on a journey through some of the most horrifying moments in NHL history. But be warned, these images are not for the faint of heart. So, steel your nerves and join us as we explore the most shocking injuries ever sustained in the NHL. Viewer discretion is advised. No. 1 on our list takes us back to a harrowing moment when Richard Zednik of the Florida Panthers faced a nightmare on the ice. Playing against the Buffalo Sabres, he became an unfortunate victim of a skate to the neck. A horrifying scene unfolded as his teammate, Olli Jokinen's skate, sliced open his carotid artery.
Buffalo played last night, a 4-2 winner over in Tampa. Ryan Campbell keeps it at the point. A shot away, does save by Miller, and that's it.
Moving on to No. 2, we revisit another spine-chilling incident involving a skate to the neck. This time, Clint Malachuk, the Buffalo Sabres goaltender, faced a nightmarish accident while playing against the St. Louis Blues. A skate blade clipped his neck, slicing his carotid artery and partially tearing his jugular vein. At No. 3, Johnny Boychuk of the New York Islanders found himself in a similar situation, enduring a skate to the neck. While facing the Toronto Maple Leafs, Mitch Marner's leg kicked backward, striking Johnny in the neck. And for No. 4, Johnny Boychuk wasn't just the recipient of gruesome injuries, he dished out some of his own. Here, he teed up a slap shot, hitting Steven Stamkos squarely in the face. In the world of hockey injuries, it's not all about neck-related incidents. At No. 5, we shift our focus to the painful pucks. Johnny Boychuk makes another appearance, this time delivering a slap shot that struck Steven Stamkos square in the face. No brings us to a jaw-dropping moment when Zdeno Chara of the Boston Bruins took a deflected shot to the face from Braden Shen during Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Finals against the St. Louis Blues. Remarkably, Chara only missed one period of action, showcasing his incredible resilience. For No. 7, we stay on the topic of face-related injuries. Dan Hamhuis, who played for the Vancouver Canucks, faced a gut-wrenching moment when a one-timer off the stick of the New York Rangers' Brian Boyle struck him in the face. At No. 8, we explore the realm of painful hits, specifically knee-to-face contact. John Tavares, while playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs, experienced this painful collision. It's a wonder he could identify the truck that hit him. No. 1 raises the question, was that hit on John Tavares the worst injury ever? Not quite, as we take a look at Max Pacioretty's nightmarish encounter with Zdeno Chara of the Boston Bruins. Chara interfered with Max, sending him crashing into the boards and clotheslined by the glass between the benches. No. 10 demonstrates the unforgiving nature of boards and glass. Mikhail Sergachev of the Tampa Bay Lightning learned this the hard way when he took a hit from Patrick Hornqvist of the Florida Panthers. Nubia Alain reveals a truly frightening incident involving Jerry Fisher of the Detroit Red Wings. Fisher went into cardiac arrest and collapsed on the bench, remaining unconscious for 6 minutes before being resuscitated by CPR and an AED defibrillator. In No. 5, we revisit a hit that altered a player's career. Mark Savard of the Boston Bruins was struck on the side of the head by Matt Cook of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Unfortunately, Savard's career never fully recovered from this devastating hit. No. 13 brings us to a particularly nasty elbow to the face. Pavel Bure of the Vancouver Canucks delivered this heinous hit against Shane Churla of the Dallas Stars. It's surprising how the referees missed such an egregious act. For No. 14, we explore a clean but hard-hitting play. RJ Umberger of the Philadelphia Flyers ran into Brian Campbell of the Chicago Blackhawks. Campbell's hit was as clean as they come, demonstrating the physicality of the game without malice. In No. 15, we witness Mark Borowiecki of the Ottawa Senators making a dangerous hit in the corner. Brendan Smith of the New York Rangers was assessed a 5-minute major penalty for his role in this disastrous collision. No brings us another dirty play, this time from Robert Bortuzzo. He delivered an extremely dirty hit against Victor Arvidsson. The scramble in front of the net led to Victor being rammed full speed from behind, resulting in a gruesome collision with the crossbar. At No. 17, we witness a scary injury to Cal Clutterbuck of the New York Islanders. Cal's wrist was cut by the skate of Patrice Bergeron of the Boston Bruins in a freak accident that forced him to miss the remainder of the season. No. 18 reveals another horrifying injury, this time involving Mirko Mueller of the New Jersey Devils. He went headfirst into the boards after getting tangled up with Michael Frolik of the Calgary Flames, leaving the game on a stretcher. In No. 19, Cam Janssen of the New Jersey Devils applies a late hit on Thomas Kaberle of the Toronto Maple Leafs. The vulnerable Kaberle tumbles headfirst into the boards, highlighting the dangers of such hits. In No. 20, we witness a painful incident involving Joe Pavelski of of the San Jose Sharks. After a face-off draw, Pavelski was taken out by Cody Eakin of the Vegas Knights. The result was an awkward fall for Pavelski, emphasizing the potential dangers of on-ice collisions. No 21, Joe Pavelski's head hit the ice hard, but was it as bad as when Mike Richards of the Philadelphia Flyers elbowed David Booth of the Florida Panthers? Booth was struck in the head by a blatant elbow, causing his head to bounce hard off the ice. No 22, head injuries are challenging to overcome, and nobody knows that better than Eric Lindros of the Philadelphia Flyers. Eric had a head of steam as he flew over the blue line, but Scott Stevens of the New Jersey Devils stepped up and leveled Big E. This play likely shortened Eric's career, and the Phenom retired by the age of 34. Number 23, Lindros, the number 1 overall pick, like Sidney Crosby, who captains the Pittsburgh Penguins. Sidney was setting up for a screen in front of the net when he took a cross-check to the head from Brandon Dubinsky of the Columbus Blue Jackets. The stick from Dubinsky was just below the helmet, causing significant pain to the superstar. No, Joe 24, in another display of sheer pain, we see Roman Polak of the Toronto Maple Leafs taking a hit from Brooks Orpik of the Washington Capitals. It wasn't the hit that forced out Polak, but when he landed, it caused him to severely twist his ankle, and the agony was evident on the Maple Leafs player's face. Number 25, the landing by Polak was painful, but was it as bad as when Tom Wilson of the Washington Capitals laid out Oskar Sundqvist of the St. Louis Blues? The contact nearly decapitated Oskar, and fittingly, Wilson received a 20-game suspension for his cheap shot. No, 26, Wilson is well known for taking cheap shots, but James Wisniewski of the Anaheim Ducks does not have that same stigma. On this play, however, he takes a run at defenseman Brent Seabrook of the Chicago Blackhawks. Brent was seeing stars after that punishing hit. Noto 27, another player who was seeing stars was Brad Stewart of the Detroit Red Wings. Tom Kostopoulos was skating for the Calgary Flames when he broke the jaw of the defenseman. It wasn't a cool move by Tom, and he was handed a 6-game suspension for this infraction. No 20-28, a 6-game suspension was well deserved, as was the game misconduct Dan Carcillo received while playing for the Chicago Blackhawks. Carcillo demolished Tom Gilbert of the Edmonton Oilers. In a strange twist of fate, both players ended up getting injured and were removed from the game. Number 29, that did not look good for either player, but was it as bad as when Brendan Smith of the Detroit Red Wings hit Ben Smith of the Chicago Blackhawks? Ben attempted to move across the middle when he caught a vicious elbow from Brendan. Lastly, no 30, a genuine TKO for Smith, and if there is one hit that rocked the bell harder than that, it was by Rafi Torres of the Phoenix Coyotes. He demolished Marian Hossa of the Chicago Blackhawks, sending him off the ice on a stretcher.
Having a conversation, Paul Bissonnette, Jamal Mayers, the captain, John.
We've just witnessed some bone-crushing hits that left players paying a steep price. If you enjoyed this compilation of unforgettable moments, stay tuned for more thrilling hockey content right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting updates.